Hello everybody, it's the Gaming Dad here, and as you can see, games with gold June 2021 have just been announced, and they're not too bad. Altogether we can get about 3,200 gamerscore. However, one of the games actually has an unobtainable if you're using the digital copy, which we will be getting, so you will need a physical copy to get the remaining achievements, but I'll be going into that when that game comes up. Actually, looking at the list, one of them I will probably cover, and that will be the first one, and I'm still also doing Lego Batman. It took me a lot longer than what I expected, just because you have to do the hero and the villain campaign. That's 30 levels altogether, then you do it again, which is 60, so I did underestimate how long it was going to take, but it will be done before the next game gets released. The first game is The King's Bird, which will be available for download from June 1st to June 30th. This utilises physics-based movement and has your journeying into the world that's been kept by a secret by a tyrant. You have to discover the truth about your supposed freedom. There are 13 achievements, all totaling 1000 gamerscore. It's going to take you about 6 to 8 hours maximum, I would say, and the difficulty is not difficult at all, but a 3 out of 4 out of 10. When it comes to the achievements, breaking half of them up you actually will get from completing the level itself. Then there's the collectibles in each individual levels, which are spirit birds. Probably do a guide on this game, so stay tuned. Then you've got 2 ending achievements, and then there's one for finding a secret, and then another achievement for completing a level in a specific time. So all in all, this is the easy game off the list. The Xbox 360 backwards compatible game from June 1st to June 15 is NeoGeo Battle Colosseum, the tag teaming fighting game featuring a bunch of original heroes and unique characters that transcend time. This is obviously a fighting game, and probably the easier fighting game on this list. It's only got 12 achievements and 200 gamerscore. It'll probably take you about 8 to 10 hours to actually complete it, that is depending on your skill, and difficulty wise I'm just going to put a ballpark 5 out of 10 because yet again it's dependent on your skill. I might do this, I don't know yet, I need to test it out to see if some of the achievements I can do offline before I put on my list. Now when it comes to the achievements in this game, some of them look more daunting than others. There's ones for finishing the story mode, finishing it without losing a round or continuing. There is one for getting a perfect match rating. There's also ones for doing specific tasks or kind of bosses, I think it's called. Then you've got your survival mode, which is 15 wins. There's one where it requires you to do all the AD assault attacks, and then a couple of online ones, and the online ones can be boosted. They are meant to be ranked matches, but you can boost them with another person. The next Xbox One game being released on June 16th all the way to July 15th is Shadows Awakening. This action RPG puts you in control of freshly summoned demons from the Shadow Realm, who is tasked with consuming the souls of dead heroes. This is another one of those Diablo clones or Viking Wolves of Midgard that we had a couple of months ago, and it's not too bad. However, the achievements themselves can be a little bit annoying. And when it comes to them, there are 45 altogether, giving us 1000 gamerscore. Difficulty wise, looking over the list, and I'll go over them, I can't really give you a guaranteed difficulty because I can't find it anywhere. Looking at it myself, maybe 6 out of 10 just by looking at some of them. There are a few missable achievements as well. You've got your usual difficulty, so that is the kind of ballpark when it comes to the difficulty rating. And for length of time, same again, there's not many people that have completed it to kind of compare it to. I've seen people from 80 to 100, and then the shortest person was 50 one time. It all depends on your skill. Now, going with the achievements themselves, you've got stuff obviously like I mentioned earlier about completing it with a certain difficulty or different modes, and all the miscellaneous, some story missions. There is 2 achievements that you actually need the physical copy. They are unobtainable in the patch that's been released recently, and we will be getting that digital copy with that patch. So if you want to get this game, you are going to have to get a physical copy of it to 100% it. The 2 achievements are Got Good and Old School. Those are the ones that you will not be able to get unless you've got it. So I would just get a physical copy if you're planning to do this and play it that way anyway. So yeah, it is a little bit annoyance, but there's nothing we can do. You know, people are saying that maybe they'll get a patch, but the game's been released since 2018. I highly doubt it's going to get patched now. But then, to be honest, Human Fall Flat finally updated it after 6 to 7 months, but they're continuing the games anyways. And lastly, the final Xbox 360 backwards compatible game is Injustice: God Among Us, which is the fighting game including all the characters, or majority of them, from the DC universe, so Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, you know, Joker, all that. This one is the hardest one, and I think this is a really hard completion we've had in a long time. Altogether it's 50 achievements, giving us 1000 gamer score. Difficulty rating wise, looking at the list, you're going to be an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I mean, for me it'd probably be a 10 out of 10 because I'm awful at fighting games. Length wise, you're looking to about 100 to 150 hours, depending on your skill. If you're really good, then maybe 50 to 80, but that depends. When it comes to breaking up the achievements, you've got a story mode, you've got battles, you've got these star lab missions, and then you've got your online matches. There's so much to actually cover in this review, but if you're wanting to have a nice clean list, then I would avoid this unless you're guaranteed to get it. The game itself does look really good, and I know it's really good from all the reviews and stuff, so if you're not going for achievements, then I would recommend it. But for someone who is trying to go for 100% completion on his gamer tag, I'm going to avoid this one. Like I say, I am not a big fan of fighting games. I've done very basic fighting games, very easy ones. When it comes to my review of this month, I'm going to say it's not the greatest. It's not too bad if you're going for achievements, as some of the games are easy and some of the games are hard, so it gives you a kind of wide variety of stuff. I'm definitely going to cover The King's Bird, and I might cover NeoGeo. I'm just going to have a little practice run off it and see how I get on with that. But that will probably, once I finish Batman. I also need to try and catch up with my backlog as it is growing more and more. I just got 2 updates with DLC regarding Minecraft Dungeons and Human Fall Flat, so they're adding to that as well. I'm currently on 95%. I can now get back to 100%. But I've got a few RPGs on that. Octopath Traveler and Sacred 2 are long games, and being a father, yeah, I should not have touched them in the first place because your time's limited. You know, not that I'm complaining because I love my child, but yeah, a lot of hours. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification to keep yourself updated. And if you could join my Facebook and Patreon, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Last but not least, see ya!